What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about a few different horror topics in this video today. We'll be talking about Leprechaun, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, weapons, and we'll be talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. So starting off here with I Know What You Did Last Summer, Gabrielle and Tyreek Withers may have given us some insight into their roles for I Know What You Did Last Summer in terms of what characters they will be portraying. Tyreek, we know, going off of this recent plot details we got this past week, he's going to be playing one of the friends involved in this accident, but according to his IG story, he's also going to be playing this character named Teddy. I guess that's who he's playing in the friend group. Now, if you've been following me, remember I've got a couple of videos up over some unconfirmed details about this film, and Teddy is the alleged ex-lover of another character that Wyatt is now engaged to. Shout out to you, Faku, for sending this sending these images my way. But Tyreek also is holding flowers that seem very fitting for a wedding. Remember my rumor about the engagement party element? That seems to be slowly getting confirmed as well. Gabrielle then posted this with the name Tyler, and I think Tyler might be the witness to the accident. Remember Hannah's connection with this character, Pastor Noah. Again, there's a few videos up that I've shared this information on, but I think Hannah could now be Tyler, and perhaps Hannah was a code name for Tyler. But time will tell. Hannah could still be a completely different character. But also, when you look at some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that's out there with Gabrielle and her exchanges with characters, it looks like she's like wandering around, lurking in the shadows, stalking them in the way similar to what Hannah would do, because Hannah is going to be a witness to the accident. But we'll see what comes of this. Hannah also thinks very highly of a character, Pastor Noah, but we'll see if this all comes together the way I think it will. But it seems like we're going to get confirmation on that engagement party sooner rather than later. And then that'll be another thing confirmed about this film. I'll try to regroup and collect all the stuff that I've shared over the past 6 months, because I myself don't sit down and try to remember all of that. I just have it stored somewhere and it's easy to find it. So hopefully I'll be able to regroup and bring all of the rumors back to you all. But are you looking forward to I Know What You Did Last Summer? Let me know why or not down in the comment section below. Next thing we're going to jump into is going to be Jason Blum's, or Blumhouse's, I should say, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Jason Blum took a page out of Madeline Petsch's playbook and teased news on the upcoming sequel that should be dropping this Wednesday. On his Twitter, he posted a short video of users clamoring for news about the project, just like Madeline did with The Strangers 2, and we all know what transpired after Madeline did that. But this Wednesday, I bet we'll get a teaser or maybe a poster. The video he posted just ended saying 1 week, and that was 1 week from when he posted it on Wednesday. The point is, you're going to get something for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 this Wednesday. That first movie managed to be one of the worst horror films dropped the year it came out, so I'm not expecting anything too great here, but I'd hope it at least is better and scarier, since that first movie was nowhere near as scary as those games can feel. And the argument that, oh, it was for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, or it was for children have watched scarier things than that. Actual children films have managed to be scarier than what Five Nights at Freddy's cooked up. So I don't know what that is. It was just not the best crafted film, and they can do better, and I hope they do better. Now let's talk about Leprechaun. We got an update on that Leprechaun relaunch from Bloody Disgusting this past week. Says here in the article, what's the status on Vargas's Leprechaun movie, you ask? Well, Bloody Disgusting sources have learned that Felipe Vargas is no longer directing the new Leprechaun movie for Lionsgate. Whoever ends up taking over as director, the next Leprechaun movie will be the 9th installment in the franchise. Mike Van Wise wrote the screenplay with Roy Lee producing. Now, someone, I guess a few of you actually, asked if this was good. No, it's not good. The reason it's not good, just from the outside looking in, is because this project has been in development for way too long. It's not good because it sounds like another setback that we're gonna have to keep waiting. And then on top of that, it doesn't sound like they're bringing Warwick Davis back. Warwick Davis doesn't have to come back, but yes, these are all just things that start to frustrate you as someone who is anticipating the film. You also start to then think, I don't even care about the film anymore, which I'm starting to get to that point. I would love to see another Leprechaun movie. I would love to see Warwick Davis back as the Leprechaun. If Warwick Davis can't come back, yes, find someone who's willing to fill the role and give us something of competency, something that we can remember, something that lives up to the legacy of what Warwick did, which you can argue we got with Leprechaun Returns. But people would love to see Warwick. And if it's not Warwick, then yes, I am going to be a little bit less excited, but still open to it. But stuff like this and how long it's taking, that's not making me excited for this movie at all. This is not good news. It's horrible news. I hope they already found their new director, because we could be getting fed the news late and they already have the replacement. But we'll see. Would you want to see a new Leprechaun movie? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. At some point, I think we are going to get the announcement that it's just stalled or canceled or not going to be happening anymore, because Lionsgate is just taking way too long with it. But we'll see what comes of this and this new Leprechaun film. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about here is going to be Zach Cregger's Weapons. So if you recall, Zach Cregger's Weapons was going to drop next year, but instead of dropping next year, because of all the positivity surrounding it and some other things, of course, I'm sure, it has been pushed up to drop this August instead. Now, the plot details for Weapons are still shrouded in mystery, but if you look up Weapons online, you will find exactly what it is centered on and how the story will unfold. Not necessarily outright spoilers for everything, but you can find details on how the story will unfold. It's very much so like Hoodwinked, for anyone who grew up in the 2000s and remembers Hoodwinked. It's told from 5 different POVs, I will tell you that. And from what I can recall, what I have read, what has been shared with me, everything I know about Weapons, this should end up being one of the best horror films of the year. I think it has the capability of being that. It has some surprises in it in terms of some cast members. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know who one of those cast members is. But yeah, Weapons should be a hit. I cannot wait for it to drop this August. And I cannot wait for you all to meet Miss Gladys. That's all I will say. I cannot wait for you to meet Miss Gladys. And hopefully everything surrounding Weapons lives up to the hype, because they had this crazy bidding war for it too. But now, having learned what I now know about the film and all the stuff that I'm just sitting on because I don't want to spoil it, Weapons should be, again, one of the best horror films we've gotten in quite a while. Not to say that it's the most original or anything like that. It's just the way that I can obviously see this being executed in a very creative way that just compels audiences to see it again and again and again. That's all I will say. We're probably going to get a lot of updates coming out of CinemaCon this week, so might have some exciting videos on the channel, hopefully, for you all. But until then, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to all of my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course. Let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.